Hi all, welcome to another video. So I just now did a live, but unfortunately it didn't have any voice it seems. So I deleted that and I have to do it again. But anyway, yeah, let's jump on to today's topic, which is why value investing and why you should consider it, right? So the simple definition of value investing is nothing but identifying quality stocks, right? Undervalued stocks. When I say undervalued stock, any stock that trades below the intrinsic value, right? I can talk about intrinsic value later, but the simplest of definition is that any stock which the value of that particular stock is below its intrinsic value, such stocks can be considered as value stocks, and you can consider investing into such stocks if you want to follow, or the approach that we follow is value investing. But again, the problem here is that we don't know, right? Value is very subjective. For me, a 50 PE stock has very good value, but that may not be the case with someone else, right? So it's very subjective and it's complicated. That's why it's extremely important. We should have very good, you know, uh, understanding, or we have to do a good analysis on stocks. Then only we have to jump on to investing, right? So that's the simple definition. I can elaborate, but in in today's topic, right, we are mostly concentrating on why we should consider value investing, right? So yeah, when we talk about the points, I have written few notes over here. The number one reason that you should consider value investing is that you can play big and you can play long, right? What do you mean by you can play big? So if you spend some time to find good quality stock, right, that you think is worthwhile, you can invest good chunk of money into it. uh, when I say good chunk, right, you can probably put 10 or 20 lakh. Why you should put more amount of money into a good quality stock is that if you want to create good wealth, right? I know that there are so many beginners who doesn't have that much of money. I will come to that later. But if you really want to make it big in stock market, right, identifying quality stock is not enough. You have to put that much amount into it, right? Then only it will compound, and after 5 or 10 years it will multiply your money, right? So that's the primary reason. So if you identify good quality company, then you naturally have conviction, because you put all the effort to find the value of that particular stock. So you don't feel insecure when you put big chunk of your net worth, right? But uh, in contrast to that, if you found some stock through a tip or something, right, you don't have that conviction. Whether if you are putting say 10 lakh rupees, what conviction you will have uh, to hold on to that stock, say especially when there is a downturn, right? So that is the number one reason you can put large chunk into that particular stock when you find value in it. And also you can play long, right? Markets won't be stable. There will be ups and downs in the market. So if you don't have that kind of conviction, right, uh, it won't work out. Your value investing thesis won't work out. Not just value investing, any investing thesis won't work out, right? So that's the number one reason for you to consider value investing, because value investing requires research. It takes time to find good quality stock, right? It's not that easy. You have to spend time in the market to find quality companies. You have to read about it. You have to understand the management, right? What is the business model, whether it has future potential to it. All these things we have to check only after that. And also most importantly, it the valuation of that particular stock. should be uh, in your range. When I say in your range, it makes sense to you that the stock is undervalued. If you invest at that point of time, right, then you have a remarkable, chance, good chance that you can have a stellar return from that particular stock. So yes, the point number one is you can play big, you can play long, right? And second point is that, like I said, right, it is scalable. Value investing is scalable. The only reason it is scalable is that you have the conviction, right? When you identify one stock which has value in it, and you are putting a large chunk of money into it, right? Obviously, say let's talk about it in a with an example, right? You have 50 lakh rupees, and you found three good companies, or let's say four good companies. You can put 12.5 each into that four companies, and you can wait for 5 or 10 years. It's a very minimal return or a conservative of 12 or 13%. It can give you 3x or 4x of your 50 lakh, right? That's more than enough, right? So you, even after that, when it reaches 2 crores, right, from 50 lakhs to 2 crores, again you found another one or two good quality company. You can again put that money into it, and your portfolio value will rise, right? So you can scale your. So that's the second point. And third point, most this is the most important point, right? The number of decisions that you have to take drastically comes down when you are following value investing approach, right? Let me explain this. Say for example, you found one company. I'm not talking about value investing, I'm talking in general. You found one company, you put some money into it, you doubled your money, right, in the same year itself. And due to some reason, you found, I mean, you realize that that stock has rallied a lot, the valuation has peaked. You have to come out of it, you exited the stock. Now what you will do with that money? You have to find another stock, right, to invest the same money. And luckily enough, you found another stock, good company. You put the entire money into it. But after 6 months, right, or 3 or 6 months, due to external circumstances, market conditions, the stock went down by 30% or 40%, right? Now what you will do? Your money got stuck. You don't have any other option, right? I mean, you doubled your money, but right now again it came down drastically. You have no other way out of it. You are naturally anxious, you don't know what to do, right? So that's the problem with taking multiple decision. Your decision making can go wrong. The chance of you committing mistakes go high, right? But on the other hand, you can find one or two good businesses, right? So that's my fourth point. You only have to find one or two good businesses, right? If you can identify that, and if you can put your money into it, you don't have to worry too much about what will happen to stock market tomorrow, or 6 months after that, 1 year after that. You just have to wait patiently to compound your money, right? So yeah, decision making, and to find only one or two companies to make it big, these are related things. You just research enough to identify good quality company, then put your money into it. It's not easy, the market will test our patience, it will test our psychology. Many times we doubt ourselves, whether the decision that we have taken is correct or not. That's that's the duty of an investor, right? So you can't be a value investor overnight. You have to be in the market for 3 or 5 years at least, because you have to see all the different scenarios, all the ups and downs, all the cycles that comes in the market. So if you look back 5 years, right, actually we can say that after COVID, there were no major corrections except probably the beginning of this year market corrected, 15 years or so. But apart from that, there is a stagnant period. But beyond that, there is the market actually rallied. But still we can learn a lot of things, because there are stocks who underperform the markets, but after that it started, unlocking its true value, its true potential. So market will test your patience, but if our mindset is proper, our thought process is correct, we can eventually win in the market. And last point is that, again, it is also a uh, connected point. You can make generational wealth from stock market, right? So if you see the points that we have discussed till now, you can play big, you can play long. If you do that, you don't have to take multiple decisions, right? So the chances of you making errors because of these investing decisions drastically comes down, and you have the conviction to ride the market cycles. You already put a good amount of money into it, right? So, and also you found good companies for investing. All these points comes together. Let us say you have, say for example, you worked hard for 10, 15 years, let us say 10 years, and you have a net worth of 50 lakh rupees, right? Within next to 10 to 15 years, obviously, even if you multiply that money by 5x, right, you have good amount of money. Uh, let's take you multiplied your money by 10x, right? You have generational wealth. I mean, at least at the beginning of creating that generational wealth, right? So that's the beauty of value investing, uh, and everyone should do it. But it's not easy, like I said, right? It takes time. uh, you need to be in love with market, right? Like Rakesh Junjunwala says, you can't be an overnight investor. You have to love the market. You have to see the stocks every day, how it is going. It has some beauty in it, like up and I don't know how many people can relate to it, but yeah, the point is that, say for example, today stock is flat. Tomorrow sometimes the stock will go 5% up. We will go dive deep and see why the stock rallied 5%. Then there will be some newses. Vice versa, opposite, the stock comes down, right? Again, we'll go and understand why the stock came down. So it's a process. It's not just with one stock, right? We all have watch list, maybe 20 30 stocks that we might have put it in the watch list. So every day one or the other stock will be coming down, going up. We will check why that is happening, right? If you do that continuously, right, naturally you will understand why why certain stocks are rallying, what is working, what is not working, right? So yeah, you need to be in love with market. uh, it's okay if you don't have enough money to invest, right? What you have to focus is to learn. And even if you put some 1 lakh rupees into one stock, and you identified that stock with a deep research, only after that you invested, and after, say for example, 2 or 3 years the stock rallied, it became doubled or tripled, right? Though your money is only 1 lakh, the confidence that you get is immense. So that's what happened with me. I will explain those stories with you in my upcoming videos. So the experience that you get just because your pick is correct, that gives you immense confidence. So you realize that slowly but steadily you are becoming a good investor, right? When I say good investor, you don't have to make exuberant returns of 30% or 40%. As a beginner, if you can make 12, 13%, right, consistently, you are a very good investor. Again, quoting the famous legendary Rakesh Junjunwala, right? He tells in one interview that if you can make 18% from stock market, you are a king. If you can make 21%, you are an emperor, right? People like him can make 18, 20, 25%. So that should be, our goal to reach that stage. But as a beginner, if you can make 12, 13% from the market, you are a very good investor, right? So our focus should be that. And it's possible. And it's possible, very much possible, through value investing. And it is sustainable also. So the major aspect is sustainability. How long you can, maintain that return of 12 to 13% year after year. It won't come naturally, right? It will take time, and that's how, value investing approach helps you. That's the reason, legendary investors like Warren Buffett, Charlie Munger, and Ben Graham talk about value investing. So I'm sure that many of you might have read about the book. I mean, heard about the book and read also the Intelligent Investor by Ben Graham, right? So what they are trying to say is the same concept. You find good quality company and ride long and ride big. You will make generational wealth from it, right? So that's what I want to discuss in today's video. Hope through this value investing approach, we can, make good wealth from stock market. And I hope this video will be useful. This video is useful, and I will see you in my next video. Till then, bye bye.